I remember the day as if it was yesterday. I was lying on my couch, a bright and sparkly 24-year-old. Told you it was yesterday. My nervous system was fried. I felt completely on edge, and the fatigue was next level. I remember thinking, what the is happening to me? All I wanted to do was curl up in a dark room and shut myself away from the world. This is basically what my next year looked like. I was experiencing introvert burnout, and that's why today I want to myth bust with you on the truth of what an introvert actually is, so you can prevent introvert burnout too. Because up until that point, I was living life like an extrovert, and I had to pay for it dearly. Myth busting number 1. Introverts are shy. Ha! That is exactly why I got myself into my little predicament. You see, as a kid and in my 20s, sure, I had moments of shyness, but I would never describe myself to be a shy kid. In fact, I drove my teachers crazy. I was loud, obnoxious, and always willing to put myself out there in embarrassing situations. Being an introvert does not mean you are shy. You can be a confident introvert. And believe it or not, an extrovert can be deathly shy. You see, introversion and extroversion is not about shyness or confidence. It's simply about where you gain your energy. And introverts gain their energy by being alone, spending time with their inner self. Yet, an extrovert finds their energy by being in a social situation or with a group of people. So yeah, if you're a shy extrovert, that's gotta suck. Myth busting number 2. Introverts don't like to socialize. Oh boy, that was exactly my problem. As an introvert, I love socializing. I love people. I do. I really do. Just don't be surprised if I run away after a couple of hours. In my 20s, as many people do, I was working, studying, volunteering, and going out every night. I wanted to be amongst it. This is exactly why I ended up having introvert burnout. It was not pretty. I burnt the candle at 2 ends. I was not listening to my inner being. I was not paying attention to my needs, my need to be alone. But that's because I thought I was an extrovert because of these myths. The myth of being shy or not wanting to socialize. No, no, no. Pay attention to yourself. Where do you gain your energy? Is it with people or is it with your inner self? Myth busting number 3. Introverts can only make friends when extroverts feel sorry for them. Have you seen the memes about how extroverts adopt introvert friends? Ugh. I'm sure there's some truth for people out there, but it's that constant false messaging towards people on what being an introvert is that creates the problem. Again, I'll shout it from the rooftops. It's not about shyness. It's not about whether you like to socialize or not. And it's definitely not about your skill level at making friends. I mean, yes, introverts crave deep and meaningful friendships. They thrive on that heart-to-heart, soul-level vibe. So it can feel more difficult to make friends that have that same level of specialness, but we certainly don't need an extrovert to pave the way. In fact, as an introvert, and because I'm around a lot of introverts, what I observe happening is that we are the friend connectors. I think introverts have a unique outlook on life and can bring 2 people together. The funny thing is, we just dip out when that's occurred. Okay, bye. See you later. Gotta go home. I hope myth busting these introvert myths has saved you from potentially experiencing introvert burnout. Or if you're an extrovert, understanding what an introvert actually is. We're not necessarily shy, can be, but not always. Introverts can love people too, just like extroverts can not like people. And we don't always need an extrovert to hold our hand and help us make friends. Most of us are perfectly capable of doing this on our own. Thank you very much. I'll say it again. An introvert is simply someone who regains their energy by being alone and spending time with their inner self. If you want to help the mission on exposing the truth of introverts, then why don't you share this video with your friends and get the message out there? Or even subscribe to my channel. I'd be most grateful too. With that, you might be wondering what one of the biggest struggles an introvert has. If you wanted to learn what that is, then give this video a click and I'll see you over there.